Oklahoma City is
Welcome back.
Take control of this game. They have a 4-point lead. It was 6 a moment ago, their largest of the game over Minnesota. But a challenge here after Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got a foul call that would put him at the line. But upon the first look, it did not look like there was any contact, and that this will likely be a successful challenge for Minnesota.
Yeah, I actually thought Shai clamped down.
Upon review, there is no illegal contact by the defender. So therefore, there is not a defensive foul. We have a successful challenge. The imminent possession was Alexander. So Oklahoma City will get the ball side out with 16 on the shot clock. The timeout is given back to Minnesota.
And there's the imminent possession.
Wow.
He basically goes to the ground and holds on to the ball. So they're able to retain it. You know, just didn't call a foul.
We all just looked at each other because we were like, who's Alexander?
Yeah, I was thinking Nikhil Alexander Walker. I was thinking on the other side, but it's Shai. He ends up just holding on to the ball once he falls. So look, you don't get the foul call, but OKC retains possession. I mean, still worth the challenge because it was pretty obvious to all of us that that was not going to be a foul on the defense.
Right, and you keep him off the line, is where it would have been. The 4-point Thunder lead, 3 minutes to go in his third. Here's Wallace turning the corner. Extra feed. Kenrich Williams for to shoot. Fading mid-range. It's good. That's some foul money for Oklahoma City.
Timely shot, and you saw Chris Finch took that timeout, and the other thing he did, in addition to the challenge, he gets Rudy Gobert back in the game because OKC was starting to really attack the rim during that last stretch.
They could use this. Alexander Walker has had some great looks from threes. 1 of 8 now, Kirk.
Yeah, that's just not going to get it done. I mean, they're living by the three-point shot.
Gets to go.
That man deserves a red circle around his feet. I want to see a red circle on his feet right now.
It's after
came in the game and gave 5 points, and they were not expecting any offense from him. They've not really been a big part of the rotation at all.
And this is reminiscent of that Denver run.
Listen, you said I had to cut to somebody else. Don't tell me that I had to. What's going on with the girl?
15-2 run here really changed the vibe in this game.
Shai connects.
Williams had his hands up. He wanted that ball on the weak side. The only guy that could have taken a shot right there and not get within a hot hand was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who hits another mid-range.
Maybe Kenrich Williams also knew he needed a third field goal attempt to be eligible for the heat chart beneath him.
Give that man some foot warmers. Come on.
And that is going to instead be an offensive foul as Williams backed into, I believe it was Alexander Walker. In Oklahoma City, 1:31 to go in the third, and an 11-point lead for the Thunder in Game 1 of these Western Conference Finals. It is amazing, though, because you talked about it, Kirk. When the Thunder get going, all of a sudden, you go from up 4 to down 11.
Their stops, they can get so many.
Big one there.
And it's a 3 for Minnesota.
1 of 7 from 3.
I mean, Kirk, you've been pounding the point. You're 100% right.
We're under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter before we hit the fourth.
Into a one-dimensional offense.
Ain't counted plus a foul.
You know, you've got guys that can attack the rim. They just can't get there. And they can't get offensive rebounds either.
And now Shai is really starting to get going here in this third quarter.
He woke up from the nightmare.
Yeah.
And he's back to being MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right here. Look at that. That is signature move, right, Legs?
Absolutely.
Left lane line, getting somebody out of position, finishing.
And so what happens there, so he's hit the step back now, going left in this half. He's hitting actually 3 mid-range jump shots. So now, defensively, Shai understands, like, if you're leaning into him, anticipating that step back, that's when he'll just go straight through your chest and try to draw contact. He's just so smart. He's you know, obviously a natural scorer, the numbers he puts up. And right now, this game has his rhythm attached to it.
12 in the quarter for Shai, who had started this game 2 for 13, as DiVincenzo gets tripped. Legs, just listening to you, it sounds like we may have a Legs immersive virtual reality moment with SGA at some point later in this game.
At any point, DC
Oh,
96 is ready to jump in and educate. He's standing by. I think he just
5
went to get a hot
days.
dog or something. He'll be back in a minute, but he'll be ready. Anything associated with Shea is always going to be.
We're under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Tools for our Insight cast here on ESPN2.
Chris Finch going Clark here again at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, trying to find a stopper for Shea.
Exactly right.
Jalen Clark, who did a nice job against SGA in the regular season, had played just 6 total
This
minutes
game was not gonna be
of
ended until about.
for tonight. Good hands there. Wow.
Oh.
To it, and we're gonna have a jump ball with 9 on the shot clock.
All right. I hope we can finish this game. I don't know. If not, the latest is gonna be 11:30 p.m.
4 of 7 in the third after he was 2 for 13 in the first half. And we also saw Jalen Williams, guys. He had a really rough first half, and he was aggressive out of the gates in this third quarter, and that started to bear fruit for him as well.
The great offensive quarter for the Thunder, 32 points.
This is presented by YouTube TV.
In a quarter in this game.
Minnesota wins that too. About a 3-second difference. Game and shot clock. Clark tries to shoot and he gets fouled. So Jalen Clark will go to the line with 7.4 remaining in this third.
Shooting the three is not his strength, and it actually played out well for them because I think there have been more opportunities to attack the closeout. You've seen a lot of threes taken in that exact scenario with a defender like flying at you at the three-point line. That's an opportunity there. You see a guy coming at you that quickly. You can take that angle, get into the paint, and try to make something happen to create some of the paint offense we're saying they're lacking. And Clark gets a couple of free throws, again, not a shooter, not a
Say-
scorer. The thought was great.
That's all I did ask
Maybe he
you.
can convert this second one.
Shot it at 78% on the season from the line. The rookie out of UCLA. Gets the second one to drop. Quickly ahead. Wallace gives it back. Williams. No. And 1/10 of a second.
We got
remaining
1
in this
second
third.
left, and that will do it for the third quarter. It is no good.
Turn it into a 10-point lead, headed to the fourth.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, after a rough first half, makes the third quarter his.
All right, we lead by 10 points. Fourth quarter is coming our way next when we return. Don't go anywhere.